My name is Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. My name is brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highway, where every cut is the right cut. Now, here's your host, Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
Hi, my name is
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It is a little Thirsty Thursday here in the Mid-South, and we fired up because we got a little Cowboys and Giants action tonight. Right now, Cowboys still a 6-point favorite over them Giants. It's in New York. Cowboys 1-2 on the season. Been getting run all over. Can they man up or can they cowboy up? We're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk a lot about the NFL. I got so much NFL talk, it's not even funny. 12 o'clock especially today. We're going to break down which 3-0 team is an imposter or the most likely to be an imposter. I mean, we got some good 3-0 teams, and we got some 3-0 teams that I kind of side-eye them. I look at them, and I kind of wonder. Also curious, because the Jets going to win this week. After the Jets start 3-1, how do we actually view the Jets? We're going to talk about that as well, because Aaron Rodgers will be 3-1, and everybody's going to be so fired up and like, Jets go, Jets go. But let me think about this. Last time they were 3-1 in 2015, they didn't make the playoffs. And look who they beat. Aaron Rodgers, congratulations. You have outplayed Will Levis, Jacoby Brissett, and if you win this week, Bo Nix. Don't forget, you got slapped in the face to open up the season against the 49ers. And the real question is not going to be this week, can you beat Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos? It's the stretch you have coming up. Like right now, let's just be real. Do you think the Titans are going to make the playoffs? Nope. Do you think the Patriots are going to make the playoffs? No, and no. And you know that Denver, let's be real, they ain't making the playoffs either. So where it gets scary is they got the Vikings. We talked about 3-0 teams. Are the Vikings imposters or are they for real? Well, the Vikings, they played the Jets in Week 5. Then the Buffalo Bills come to town. Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen. Then they got to play Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, who right now, Justin Fields is looking good. Caleb Williams is looking bad. And Mike Tomlin always just, no matter what squad he's got, just they're going to be like 500. They're going to make the playoffs. Because, he's just a full-grown-ass man. And his team, they personify their coach. So that's what we're going to find about them. Then we also got to talk about which second-year quarterbacks do you believe in? We saw Bryce Young already get benched, okay? Bryce Young's gone down. It's amazing. Like the Red Rocket came in there, and all of a sudden that Carolina team that everybody said their whole team was terrible went off. C.J. Stroud, we believe in him. He is the truth. But Will Levis, do you believe in Will Levis? Or do you believe in Anthony Richardson? Second-year quarterbacks, both right now look like trash. I believed in Anthony Richardson before he got injured. He came back this year, and my goodness, it's been rough. And Will Levis is a turnover machine. Damn. He's like a pick-six king. That's not something you want to be the king of. But all these questions we're going to ask and more, you can hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line 901-360-8255 because life's too short for ordinary jewelry. And I got to thank our texters yesterday. I didn't get to thank you yesterday. But I learned a lot because yesterday I asked the question, was Wilma... Wait, okay, so just to get this, to back it up, Dake, is I need you to focus for 2 seconds. Barney is married to which one?
I don't. Oh, John, now you're gonna have to make me go through all these texts.
No. I
Fred
remember.
Wait, no, say it again.
So Fred Flintstone is married to Wilmer.
I don't know who they're married to. We talked about the kids yesterday. We didn't talk about who they're married to.
But we did find out that Pebbles, thanks to our texters, everybody knew that Pebbles actually is Fred's daughter. But Bam Bam is adopted
by Barney.
Yeah. Things we learned.
How about that?
So thank you, texters. Now let me know what you think about the NFL. We're going to be making some bets. We also got to look at some futures. There's like I like futures. One of the things I like to do with futures is if you're on one of those betting apps, they give you those, $50, $100, $200, $300 free plays every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? They drop them junts on you. When you get those suckers, like free play is the fun way to go. And I really need some help because I keep looking over at the NFC South and I'm wondering to myself, Saints plus 145, Falcons plus 185, or Baker Mayfield and them Bucks plus 255. Now, nobody's going to bet on the Panthers. I know they looked good last week with the Red Rocket, but it's plus 2,000. I actually think it should be higher, to be honest with you. But when you look at those teams, I want to know what y'all think. I'm going to discuss this later on. We're going to talk about it, but I want to know what you think. Like the Falcons getting plus 185. I mean, I know that they played really good against the Chiefs, and I know they stole a game against the Eagles because Nick Sirianni's an idiot. But they did lose to that Steelers team in the week one. And I don't know. Like, can I believe? I thought I believed in the Saints until they blew it last week in the fourth quarter and looked terrible on offense. I thought, hell, Clint Kubiak was the second coming. I was like, this guy. Look at this guy in 2 weeks. And then we realized that the Cowboys are terrible. Like, it's really easy to run up 44 points on the team when you're the Cowboys. And then the Bucks with Baker Mayfield, I started believing in them. They went to Detroit and won. Do you realize that? Like, that is not an easy place to go win a football game. And then they go out there and they just get bully whipped, slapped in the face by a rookie. I can't figure out. The NFL is difficult to figure out, but we're going to try to figure a whole lot out. Plus, we got to figure out Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. They go head-to-head this week. Lamar Jackson, two-time MVP, reigning MVP from last season, got to the AFC Championship game, and Todd Monken forgot that they ran the football. And now, ever since then, it just hasn't looked really good. Hadn't been crisp. That defense, by the way, which I told you was going to miss Patrick Queen, by the way, is still the number one defense against the run. But here's the other side of that coin. They are dead last. They are 32nd in the NFL at pass defense, giving up over 300 yards per game. Now, we talk about Joe Brady, how amazing he's been since he's taken over for the Buffalo Bills, being their signal caller. You run for 50 yards with Josh Allen, he's almost guaranteed to win 36-7. But, bro, this is a game that James Cook might just be catching balls out of the backfield. And I know that the Buffalo Bills wide receivers are a bunch of no-name dudes. Keon Coleman wasn't even on the field much, even though he caught a touchdown. I don't know if he's in the doghouse. But Josh Allen had 10 different dudes caught balls last week. Like, he's going to spread the wealth. Like, this is not a team that's just singularly focused. I mean, you got to realize they beat the Jags so bad it wasn't even funny. They destroyed the Dolphins before they knocked Tua out of the game when DeMar Hamlin hit him and he went out. Like, he had still thrown, I believe, was it 3 interceptions in that football game?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I mean, Buffalo Bills defense against the Cardinals. By the way, Kyler Murray, we're not even really talking about him much, is playing at an MVP level. Like, he looks great coming back.
Yeah, except for last week's game.
Yeah. That is true. I didn't bet on him last week.
Yeah, but the good week not to bet on him, honestly.
Yeah, so, like, I guess, you kind of remember, you really remember the weeks that he covers for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or when he's your fantasy
He's your
quarterback,
fantasy quarterback.
Then you remember the bad ones. You don't remember the good ones. You remember the bad ones.
You do, but back to Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Like, this game, Like Josh Allen right now this year is probably leader in the clubhouse for the MVP. 75% of his passes he's completing. He's playing at a ridiculous level. He's not turning the football over. Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bills. But I think this game is more about the Buffalo Bills defense. Are they really legit? Like, because now you got to stop King Henry, Lamar Jackson. They kind of got things moving in the right direction last week against the Cowboys. But again, Cowboys, it feels like any offense is going to get off all over the Cowboys because their defense is trash. But is the Buffalo Bills defense really as good? I mean, I talked about their front four last week, did I not? Did you know Buffalo plays more nickel coverage than anybody in the NFL? Do you know why? Because they have 4 dudes that can stop the run. They don't need anybody else to stay in that. And they have 2 dudes on the end that can also get to the damn quarterback. They zone you to death. They make you dink, you dunk. They make you put long drives together, force turnovers. Can they do this against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens? On Sunday Night Football when everybody in the world is watching in Baltimore against a desperate Ravens team. I'm excited about the quarterbacks. That is selling the tickets. But I want to see, is Buffalo's defense legit? Because, damn it, man, I look over there at the AFC East. I look at just the AFC in total. Like, Kansas City's 3-0 by the hair. They're chinny chin chin. Like, the teams that you expected to be good, like the Browns are trash. The Bengals are trash. The Steelers are 3-0. Are they frauds? I don't know. Houston looked great, and then last week they were trash. Jacksonville's dead. Tennessee's dead, and the Colts are all dead. The AFC South, if you bet on the futures, bet on the Texans, you got that junt. But is Buffalo the best team in the AFC? And if they're the best team in the AFC, they're the best team in the NFL. I think going 4-0 would say a hell of a lot. I will say, though, man, you know that John Harbaugh's team's going to come to fight. Lamar Jackson, I mean, he's got to get on that horse and get going. It's one thing to get off again against the Cowboys. It's a totally different world to do it against this Buffalo Bills defense that I'm trying to figure out if they legit. And then, of course, right now, I'm thinking to myself about another quarterback situation. Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts. Do you know they're going head-to-head this week?
Mm-hmm.
2 teams that are both 2-1. And, Tampa Bay looked really good the first couple weeks. I mean, like, that Tampa Bay does that. Like, I mean, Baker Mayfield, when he's got, like, a little chip on his shoulder, he goes out there and just balls. But they are 64 points on the season this year, 62 points they've given up. I look over at the Eagles. Nick Sirianni could have cost them. They could be just as well 3-0, if not 0-3. Because Nick's crazy. Like, he got lucky last week against New Orleans. He didn't get lucky when he played against the Eagles. Saquon Barkley did drop the ball, but damn it, don't throw the ball at all. Just run the damn football, son. So, like, you never know what's going to happen. But the weird thing is, like, when you look at Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield, does it, like, Jalen Hurts was not a first-round quarterback draft pick. He wasn't number 1 overall like Baker Mayfield. But right now, if you just kind of glance at their career, you'd much rather have Jalen Hurts. My man's been to the Super Bowl. He's been an all-pro. Baker Mayfield was number 1 pick, got thrown away by the Browns, dumped out of Carolina, picked up by the Rams, and now found a home in Tampa Bay. And it's looking pretty good for him. This week, though, like, the Eagles are a 1.5-point favorite at the Bucs, and it seems like an easy thing to take the Eagles. But I'm going to tell you something. Do you realize that Jalen Hurts in his last 10 games, the Eagles together, by the way, even though they're 2-1, in their last 10 games, going back to last season, they're still 3-7 in their last 10. You go back to Baker Mayfield's last 11 football games, the Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield 8-3. I mean, Mike Williams is the most consistent thing in the world. Dude has 10 straight seasons with 1,000-yard receiving. Bucs are at home coming off an ugly, ugly loss. It feels like the Eagles have just been surviving. I'm telling you, Jalen Hurts' career so far has been better, but this week I think I got to go with Baker Mayfield. And I know Saquon's a beast, and I know that Bucks defense is beat up. But do you trust Nick Sirianni?
Not at all.
Like, he's going to do something stupid, right? I mean, they don't just give away money in Vegas. Eagles -1.5, yes. No. You better look at that one. We got a ton of NFL we're going to talk about again at 12 o'clock. We got Isaac Simpson at 11:30. Unfortunately, Evie Van Pelt will not be with us. We will talk a little Ole Miss football. They have a big one against Kentucky, 11 o'clock in the morning. I can't wait to get down to the SIP in the Grove and party like a rock star, play ball like an all-star. In fact, I started warming up yesterday. Did you know that?
Really?
I did.
Early.
Man, you know what? I was really good on Monday. I was really good on Tuesday. Yesterday, things got a little bit hairy. You know what I decided to do?
What's that?
Practice my game day ritual. So I had a little bit of Tito's. Went to Buster's liquor store. Then I went to Buster's butcher shop. Did a little two-stepping yesterday. Saw a buddy of mine. He was putting his name in the box. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Do you know why you want to go to Buster's Butcher, by the way, 199 South Highland Street? You go put your name in the box. Bing, bang, boom. October 1st is just right around the corner. We're going to draw out a name, and somebody's going to win $500 worth of tailgating gear. Yep, it's fall. It's tailgating season. And if you want to tailgate the right way, you need the best meat. The best meat is at Buster's Butcher. There is not a butcher in the entire city like Buster's. Like, all the butchers are also chefs. They cut everything fresh right there for you. Their sausages are out of control, made in-house. They make, these awesome side dishes that are really easy for you because you can focus on your meat. And they got all kinds of meats. I mean, they got the best porterhouse, strip, filet, ribeye, tomahawk steaks. They got the chops. They got the deli meats. All the Italian names that I can't say. Hey. That's like a Jersey thing. That didn't really go Italian. I don't know. But, man, I'm telling you, if you just stop into Buster's Butcher, put your name in, get the best meat, go tailgate, have a great weekend. Head on down to Oxford, do it right in the Grove. But, man, put your name in because you could win $200 gift certificate to Buster's. You could win 4 Yeti Colsters, an Ice Mule cooler, yeah, and a bunch of swag. It's a $500 tailgate package. There's no purchase necessary. You just drop in, put your name in the hat, one name per person. On October 1st, we're going to draw it out, and we're going to win. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win real big, and whoever wins, their friends are also going to be winning because the meat is out of control. Check out Buster's Butcher and learn more at bustersbutcher.com. Now, I did a little two-stepping yesterday. Little Tito's, little Buster's, had a little fun getting my pregame on. And I'm going to tell you something. Getting my pregame on and focusing on, like, my Tito's and stuff, there wasn't a lot on TV for the sporting worlds other than baseball. And, again, I hate to say this. As much as I love baseball, once football season starts, baseball becomes boring until the playoffs. And it's the end of the season, and you look at the Braves and Mets series, and this is playoff baseball stuff. But damn it, Caitlin Clark. All the kind of talk about Caitlin Clark kept popping up all over the place. So the Indiana Fever have been eliminated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And she's the Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
And she broke all the records as the Rookie of the Year. And she's brought a lot of eyeballs to the women's sport. As I was sitting back drinking the Tito's, I was like, damn, that woman's done pretty damn good. But still people be hating on her all the time. Why is that?
I don't know.
Do they just not like her because she's a winner? Or is it they just don't like her because she's got she doesn't say much?
Maybe because she's a winner, John.
Or is she just, is she annoying?
I don't think she's that annoying.
That annoying? Oh, you put it that
No,
in there.
no. I don't think
Oh,
she's.
you did?
I just haven't heard her very much. Like, I haven't.
Yeah, she doesn't do a whole lot of talking.
Exactly.
You would think that, when you talk a whole lot, you think you would get a whole much more flack. But anyway, her season's over. Go enjoy life, Caitlin Clark. We got to talk a little NFL. We also got to talk about, did you know Derrick Rose retired?
Yeah, he did. Also, how about this, John? Speaking of former Tigers, we have some tiger-on-tiger crime.
What?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It's being reported. Jason Munn just retweeted this from it looks like a 76ers beat writer. David Jones was waived to make room for Lester Quinones. Tiger on Tiger crime, John.
What?
How about that?
You are lying
I'm not
to me.
lying.
Hold up. Time out. Back the bleep up. David Jones just got released.
Correct.
After they signed Lester Quinones after he got released from Golden State.
Yeah.
And David Jones was on a two-way deal and left the University of Memphis and now doesn't have an opportunity to play in the NBA currently.
Uh-huh.
Good job, David.
But maybe somebody else picks him up. That's
maybe.
76ers.
I'm sure he's going to
waived
get
him.
picked up, man.
I mean, I hope so.
Man, I'm now about to cry again because, I hate thinking about Memphis basketball. It makes me just a little bit sad because I miss those D-Rose days. By the way, D-Rose is retiring. We got Tiger crime. It's perfect that we're talking with Isaac Simpson on the other side. Don't you dare touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
For life's spectacular moments, only a real diamond will do. At Sissy's Log Cabin, you'll discover a brilliant selection of natural diamonds, along with our promise of unmatched quality and service. The only real diamond is a natural diamond from Sissy's. Find yours when you stop by any of our 6 locations or shop online at sissyslogcabin.com. Discover the natural diamond of your dreams only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Summer may be over, but yard work, it goes on. Don't worry, Colonial Hardware makes it easy for you. Colonial Hardware has all the lawn and garden tools you need from the best brands in the business. Ferris, Snapper, Husqvarna, Toro, Echo, Shindaiwa, and Billigo. Servicing most brands of lawn equipment, Colonial's master service techs will keep you going year-round. Colonial Hardware, family-owned and operated, and serving you for nearly 50 years. Next to Bass Pro Lake at Sycamore View, and online at colonialhardwareinc.com.
It's football season and nothing goes better with Game Time Eats than chicken wings. It's a tradition like no other, but not just any wings, it's the seasoning that makes the chicken wing. And nobody does it better than the Crazy Coop at 7199 Stage Road west of Appling and soon coming to downtown Memphis. Over 32 mouth-watering secret sauces and counting, like the jalapeno cheddar and the barbecue bacon bourbon. And don't bother asking them for the secret recipes. No matter how large your tailgating is or the family at home, kick off your game day with Crazy Coop party packs plus special bulk prices. Visit crazycoopstage.com to customize your wings and sauces. Whole wings, boneless wings. Try the Crazy Hot Suicide if you dare. Add Parmesan fries and fried dill pickles, and don't forget the carrots and celery sticks. For the full menu, which includes juicy burgers, catfish fillets, chicken nuggies, and crazy kid meals, go to crazycoopstage.com. That's crazycoopstage.com. You'd be crazy not to visit the Coop.
Mitsubishi's final days of summer sales event is about to be gone, so you better hurry to Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Get 42 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage, $17,930 or $299 a month. 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, we Gossett at $27,245 or $349 a month. And get 420 total range MPGE and 2024 Outlander PHEV, $32,750 or $390 a month. Plus, you'll never go wrong with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get to Gossett Mitsubishi today at 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com. That's Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Ratio 14767, MSRP 18430, Eclipse RZO 65450, MSRP 28745, PHEV RZO 66681, MSRP 42750. Includes all rebates and incentives. 1,095 acquisition fee, 25 cents per mile excess wear and tear. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant, objective feedback, hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility facility with 2 NBA regulation-size courts, 3 high school-size courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
In Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises. Just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it. Because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com. So whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli is wholesome food and no surprises.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Thirsty Thursday, everybody. Make sure that you take a little dibble, a little dabble, and get you a little bit of Tito's on because, man, it's just Thursday, you know? You're kind of getting a little prepared for the weekend. Thinking to yourself, you know what? I need a little cocktail. When you get off work, make sure you get the best. There's no frills. There's no flavors. There's no fancy labels. There's just the good stuff. The juice, baby. Tito's handmade vodka. We're so lucky. We had to talk with Isaac Simpson. We got right now some serious stuff going on in this city. And I'm not going to stand for it. We got Tiger on Tiger crime, man. Lester just kicked David Jones to the curb, bro. Out of Philadelphia, man. But you know what? I kind of don't feel bad. David Jones, you should be on this Tiger team right now, man. Do you know Penny didn't have a real backup plan? I mean, come on, Lester. And then that's what you get, David, I guess. Karma, maybe. Karma, I don't know, man. But we're going to talk with Isaac Simpson. Plus, we got Cowboys playing tonight against the Giants.
Yeah,
Do
they
you
are.
know who's a big Cowboys fan?
Isaac is.
He loves them. Isaac, how you doing on this wonderful Thursday?
Man, doing pretty good, John. How are you?
Man, I'm excited. I've been reminiscing in the old days of the Tiger basketball program with Derrick Rose's retirement. Then I saw there was Tiger on Tiger crime, and I started getting a little bit sad. And then I'm like all looking at the Cowboys, and I got anxiety like you wouldn't believe. I'm like that damn movie. Did you see the movie about the kids' emotions?
Yeah. I have. God, what's the name of that movie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Inside Out.
Inside Out,
Inside
man.
Out, yeah.
I've had all those
Yeah, I have
characters
seen it.
today in my brain. I don't know which game. I don't know if I need to take the Cowboys and the Giants. I miss Derrick Rose, and then I see David Jones and Lester Quinones, and I just have anxiety. So, like, I don't know, man. It's a good Thursday, but it's a little bit painful. What's the first thing that you're thinking about today? Derrick Rose retirement, Lester Quinones, David Jones. Or are you thinking about your Cowboys?
Well, first on the Derrick Rose thing, man. Shout out to Rose, man. It's definitely one of those situations like what could have been. The same thing you kind of say with Penny Hardaway in his career, because I think both of those guys, if not for injuries,
Wow,
they looked at as some of the greatest of all time. I don't think there's any question.
Is
the
Derrick
way
Rose
Derrick
still the
Rose
youngest
started.
MVP?
Yeah. That man, those first couple of seasons, man, that athleticism that he showed, man. I don't know if we've ever even maybe the strength aspect, even more so than what we see with John Morant. It was just insanity, man, what you saw from Derrick Rose. You just hate what the injuries took from him. But I tweeted this out this morning, even more so than the impact that he had on the basketball floor. First off, man, a kid from Chicago is become a legend in Memphis. I don't think there's any question. But even more so what he did on the basketball floor, his maturation as a man. I mean, he's almost unrecognizable from the kid that we saw here back in Memphis at the University of Memphis. I mean, in interviews, he would barely even talk at that point, and now he's this deep thought, reflective type of guy, man, just commands a room in an interview, and you couldn't even imagine that when he was at the University of Memphis, and that just shows you his growth as a person and as a man, man. It was just amazing to watch,
Comfortable in
man.
his
I'm
own
just
skin
glad
finally.
I mean, I'm glad we just got a glimpse of it. And they didn't get to play much, but the fact that he's actually retiring as a Memphis Grizzly, I think that's fantastic, man, just to come full circle to see him come back to Memphis. And I think he's still going to be in his community because he said that even when signed with the Grizzlies that he wants to be here even after he retires because he moved his entire family here. His kids are playing basketball here. Like, he's really got back in the community, and I think that's going to be something. I think he's here to stay. I think we've seen a lot of that happen with Tony Allen, Zach Randolph still in the city a lot. You see a lot of people come here, probably not necessarily happy to come here, but once they get here, they're embraced by the city so much, man, that they end up staying here. And I definitely think that's what you're going to see with D Rose going forward.
Man, I hope you're right, and I believe that, and I think that'd be awesome, and that's the one thing, man. Once Memphis gets it, you like it's Memphis, man. I was kind of joking with Dacus this morning, telling him he's probably going, don't tell this story. But I was so excited this morning when I got up, man. There is nothing like walking across the street from my house, going up into the, like the gas station, getting a little something. The gambling machines are going. You got the smell of patchouli. Everybody smoking heaters on the side. I'm like, that's my house, man. That's my Memphis. But
Memphis, man.
Memphis, and I love it. And I'm kind of wondering though, what do you think about this Memphis on Memphis crime that we have in Philadelphia?
Yeah, man, that's kind of ironic, and I'm with you, man. Like I said, I'm never trying to count anybody's pockets or make any decisions for anybody, but I personally think David Jones should have returned to the University of Memphis, and I think Penny was all in on that plan. I don't think he really had a backup, but I think as far as money-wise, he definitely would have had more money. I mean, David kind of said that wasn't the most important thing for him, and he wanted to start his pro career, man. But you're talking about probably $1 million, man, just to come back to play 1 year. And I think he made the wrong decision. That's my opinion, though. I mean, I can't speak for David, but you kind of see how this turned out. People were kind of, he made the right decision. He jumping on with Philly. He's going to be on two-way, and now that's not going to be the case. So we'll see where he lands. But, yeah, man, Lester came in there and knocked him out, man. Kind of took his spot. It's kind of ironic that said Memphis on
Mike
Memphis
Miller's
crime,
guy
man.
too, by the way. Isn't I think Mike Miller's his agent.
Yeah,
another Memphis man.
So man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with David. I mean, I definitely think he's an NBA player. I mean, you just saw the numbers that he was able to put up last year. I think he's extremely underrated. I just look at some of the guys that went the first round and don't understand why he would be a guy that would go undrafted. But I mean, a lot of times
Can I throw this at you? Can I throw this at you? And this is one because again, you are the NBA guy, and I'm just lucky to have a voice to talk on the radio and to talk to y'all. Seriously,
no, yeah, I'm saying that.
I'm serious. I look at David Jones, and the problem that I saw with his NBA game is he doesn't have ball handling skills for somebody who's basically 6'5". Like he's not going to be Charles Barkley, an undersized small forward who can just go down low. He turned the ball over way too much. And I don't know how you turn a guy who's actually his size into a shooting guard when he can't dribble. And that was the one thing that always, that's the one reason I honestly 100% thought he was coming back to Memphis. And I kind of get that Penny didn't have a backup plan, being actually nice for once to Penny, because I just didn't think he was NBA ready.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't necessarily think that he would I'm just going to be honest, have a whole lot of success at the NBA level, but I know a lot of other guys, just by the pure numbers they put up those guys end up getting drafted, and for him to go undrafted with the numbers he put up, I just thought that was kind of wild. But to your point,
it is wild.
Yeah, but to your point, what he is to me is a extremely poor man, James Harden. He doesn't have the handle that James Harden has, but that's the kind of game that I think he would have. Just kind of got his guard that's kind of bigger and kind of bully smaller guards. He just doesn't have that handle, and I think that's going to be his drawback in the NBA because he can't do the things that James Harden does because he can't handle the basketball that way. He can score if he gets his spot.
He can
put
score.
the ball in the basket, but you need the NBA level. That defense is going to be at a different level, and he doesn't have the size. Now, if he was 6'6", 6'7", maybe it would be a different story. But with him being like 6'5", because they had him listed at like I think 6'6", 6'7" at one point, and he measured like 6'5", 6'4".
Yeah, I was going to say NBA like with 6'5" flat. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. So that I think that kind of saves my opinion. They were even talking about if he came back, they were going to run him at the 4 in Memphis, which I didn't like the idea of that either. So it'll be interesting to see where he lands, man. But yeah, I think I'm with you, man. I think he made a mistake. I think he should have returned to the University of Memphis for sure.
Now, today, later on, speaking of the University of Memphis, and Isaac with TigerSportsReport.com, follow him at IsaacW_NBA. Make sure you check out Ethos Grizzlies. Speaking of Memphis, them not going to the Pac-12, I get asked this a lot. I think it's kind of a simple question. I just don't have a very sophisticated answer. Did they make the right decision? Ed Scott will be addressing this a little bit later today.
Yeah, it's kind of two ways to look at it. From everything, if all the stuff that's come out is true about the financials with the Pac-12, it doesn't seem like they were really serious about adding Memphis and Tulane about what they were planning on paying, like the $2.5 million for the exit fees. When the AAC is looking at $17 to $20 million, it seems like to buy out. That's a lot of money, man. I feel like going to the Pac-12 definitely would have been beneficial. Like I was on the train with that all the way, but is it a move where you need to try to come up with $17, $18 million? Is it that good of a move? When it comes to that, I'm not really sure. So if those financials are true, I get why they didn't do it. But at the end of the day, man, you just hate it because you feel like it was an opportunity to, because I feel like it's more than a lateral move. It was an opportunity to move up. I think the Pac-12, what that brings, name recognition, I think down the line it would be beneficial even if you try to move again versus being AAC. I just think you just look at the teams in this conference, man, it's scary to me. It's scary that some of these other teams going to jump somewhere to Tulane and you're going to get stuck here in AAC, and that's just a proposition that I don't even want to think about. So it sucks that you're not able to do it, but I get it as far as the financial situation. I just don't know because they're tapped out right now, man. They're trying to get their stadium renovated. They ask the donors for all this money, and you try to come up with another $18 million to try to buy that thing out. I don't think they can afford that right now. So I think the Tiger fans, I think that's what
Fred
have to look at. But
too, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like Ed can just knock on somebody's door right now.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those times. Like, he just committed $25 million over 5 years. So it's like
man. It's the money just isn't there right now. Maybe if it was a different time, but they're just bleeding cash over there right now. With everything that they have going on, man, I just don't see financially how they could have made sense. Now, I think if you could come up with the money, I think over time, I think that it might have paid itself back as far as ticket sales, and I think that would have really fired up the fan base. I think their ticket sales in football would have gone up. I think basketball would have been great. There's rumors that Gonzaga is joining the conference, man, and you would have loved to have been able to jump in there with that, man. But I get it. Interested to see what the comments Ed Scott's going to have this afternoon, but it's just a tough situation, man, because you saw the opportunity there. It felt like it was real, and then not to be able to make the move in the end, man, it's disappointing, but I get it.
All right, now I got to talk about the non-Power 4 schools. Memphis, devastating loss. I'm talking about I was irate. Giving up 56 points to Navy, I almost vomited. I was like, oh, my God. After that big win, we're all riding high. And then all of a sudden, Northern Illinois loses. Utah. I mean UNLV, who's beat Kansas, and like they look pretty good for their first few games. I mean Houston right now doesn't look like a great win, but they beat them. Now their quarterback is leaving. Like it still feels like as bad as I felt Saturday and Sunday and Monday. It's Thursday now, and for some reason it feels like the clouds are kind of parting and the sun's coming back out, and I got a little bit of a belief that Memphis has a chance to get right back in this.
Yeah, it's definitely not over. But during that game, it felt like,
it felt like the death nail, didn't it?
But, I mean, I just, watching that game, man, it was just surreal. Like, I almost couldn't believe what I was watching. I mean, Blake Horvath, 211 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, they just looked totally unprepared for that game. And I don't know if it's
buck wild, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because they prepared for the triple option because, honestly, Navy didn't run a lot of triple option in that game. I mean, they're a completely different offense than what we're used to seeing from them, and they were fooled, man. They just never did figure it out. I thought at halftime, I was like, all right, they're going to come out and figure this out. The defense is going to be better in the second half, and probably was worse in the second half at times. So it's a tough loss, man, to give 56 points up to that Navy team, and people were praising that Navy team after the game, like, oh, well, this team is really good, and I don't know if I don't know if that was more about Memphis or was it more about Navy. I mean, that team was picked 11th in the AAC to start the season, and I mean, you just look at the games before then, and people are like, oh, they're coming in that game 2-0. They beat Bucknell and Temple.
Thank you.
Temple, yeah.
I mean, whippity-doo-dah. And then they dropped 56 on Memphis's face, and I just almost fell over. Like, I still can't believe that happened.
Yeah, man. I thought, they got points in the mouth, and from the beginning of that game almost to the end, man, they made that run crazily. They had an opportunity to win that game, man, and I really felt like they were going to do it, man. Except that he drove them all the way down there, man, got close to the red zone and threw the pick, man. I really felt like they were about to pull out a miracle because seeing the circumstances, that would have been huge. I mean, to save not to take that loss after the way that game went. You're talking about going to college football playoff. That would have been massive if they could have pulled it off, man. But I guess it was karma saying that they didn't deserve to win that game after the way they had played and got the pick six, man, and that was the end of it. But, yeah, man, they still have a chance. I mean, these other teams, nobody seems to want to grab a hold of that spot. So it's definitely still a possibility, man. I don't know if I would bet on it, but it's not over. That's for sure. So I'm glad that they still have an opportunity to do something. I think UNLV quarterback leaving, I think that's big because I think they were a major threat for the situation, especially looking at their schedule going forward. So, man, just got to take it 1 week at a time, man. That's what I've been saying ever since the beginning of the season. You got Middle Tennessee State. This is one you should handle. I think they're a 24-point favorite, and then you got a tough one after that, man. At USF, get a week off, and then you got USF, man. That's gonna be a tough one. That's kind of one I circled on the schedule that people probably weren't looking at as much. People looking at Tulane game, looking at Florida State. That South Florida game is not going to be easy. I know they're 2-2, but that team is good. Gave Alabama fit for about 2.5 quarters, man. That team is talented down there.
Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with Isaac because there's another challenging game tonight, and it's in the NFL. He's a big Cowboys fan. My boy Bryant Dacus has got his Cowboy gear on. Let's see, Miss Margaret's got Cowboy gear on. Everybody in the house has got
half the building has Cowboy
Sydney's
gear
got
on.
Sid's got cowgirl gear on. We're going to talk Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation strong up there.
That's right.
Man, strong. Only person that showed up in a Giants gear was Norris, but he just does that to piss everybody off if you knew him. We're going to take a quick timeout. Isaac Simpson's going to give his pick. Cowboys at Giants tonight, 7 o'clock. You know you can catch the action right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Wash your house, wash your office building? Impossible! Not call Wilson's Pro Wash. Your house, fence, driveway, warehouse, store, hotel, even cars and trucks can all be squeaky clean and beautiful after pressure washing by Wilson's Pro Wash. Wilson's specializes in cleaning all hard surfaces, concrete, stone, brick, and mortar, even wood and vinyl siding. Then Wilson's can seal their surfaces so they stay looking brand new. Call Wilson's Pro Wash, 901-524-6799, or online at wilsonsprowash.com.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finish with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes. Or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
There are jewelry stores, and then there's Genesis Diamonds, the cutting-edge industry leader, the pioneer. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and it's no secret that jewelry stores across America watch what Genesis is doing. Genesis was the first to offer a free lifetime warranty, the first to offer a 120% diamond upgrade guarantee, the first to offer aggressive long-term, zero-interest financing. And Genesis is always on the cutting edge of design and fashion, the styles other jewelers say are new and exciting. We're new and exciting for Genesis 3 or 4 years ago. Genesis has the fashion-forward brands other stores aren't even allowed to carry. It's no wonder you see jewelers from other stores going to Genesis to see what they're all about. For selection, quality, service, warranties, and guarantees, Genesis leads, others follow. So for diamonds, engagement rings, exclusive designer jewelry for any occasion, and luxury brands and Alexis, don't compromise. Get to the jewelry that set the industry standards year after year. Get to Genesis Diamonds on It's extended.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm, so tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims, standard, deluxe, or the true Timber Force Edition, equipped for ultimate backwoods adventures. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at DeSoto Honda, 5656 Newman Road in Olive Branch. For safety measures, Honda 16 years and older. If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Benswinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Benswinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Benswinger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit BenswingerGlass.com. Benswinger Glass.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your life. I'm enjoying mine. Tonight we got some action. We got Cowboys. We got Giants. Cowboys a 6-point favorite on the road against the Giants. Giants, by the way, didn't get their ass whipped last weekend, did they? Looked like the Cowboys did 2 weekends in a row. Oh, my goodness. Is the line too big? Let's ask a super Cowboy fan and my good buddy Isaac Simpson. What's up, Isaac? Who you like?
Yeah, man, they got to speak to what you just said, man. I've been a super fan almost since birth of this team, but I think the playoff loss to Green Bay last year, the kind of the way the front office handled his offseason, man, it just kind of broke me a little bit. I never thought I'd get to the point to where I'd be kind of numb to what I was seeing. Like, I wasn't even emotional about that loss last week, the way they were getting their ass kicked. It was what it was. I do think they win tonight. I think they win and cover. I do think if they don't win tonight, man, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, season would be over. I mean, they got the Steelers, the Lions, and the 49ers after that. Like, I mean,
yeah. They better win this one. Because if not, they're probably really in trouble. But I think what you're seeing right now is just a impact of what they didn't do this offseason. They look like a football team that didn't do anything to get better at it. They paid Dak that contract, and it seems like they're asking them to earn it for sure, because they're putting him in a position to where, in order for them to even sustain drives, he almost has to be Superman. I mean, there's no pre-snap movement. They can't run the football. The wide receivers aren't getting separation. I mean, CD missed camp, and you can tell him and Dak are not on the same page. They're going back and forth throughout the game.
What did you think about
last
CD's
week.
emotion on the sideline last week? Did that give you a little bit of? Did it make you a little bit nervous? I mean, they just gave both of these guys a big bag.
I mean, I know the relationship between Dak and CD. I mean, they're really close. I mean, he's at his house all the time. They've worked out in the Dak yard. They call it. He has a 50-yard football field in his backyard where they work out, and they work out there all the time. I know. I mean, playing sports myself, I know how emotional it can get.
Mm-hmm.
But I think CD. I mean, was being a bit of a diva. I mean, because if he didn't fumble that football, that's probably a different game. They probably win that game if they go on to score a touchdown there. Seeing what happened after that, I just think a lot of that, like I said, was on him. I mean, the contract holdout, he missed camp. I don't put a lot of that on Dak. I just think he has to play better. I mean, that he hasn't been good. He's ran a lot of wrong routes. I mean, even going back to last year, he does make a lot of mistakes. I mean, he's fantastic, but he does make a lot of mistakes. You can't be going off like that after fumbling the football when you're close to scoring a touchdown in the red zone. As hard as this team has struggled to score points early in the season, you get down there, you want to catch it in, and you fumble like that, man. That's on you. Like I can't really agree with him the way he was kind of conducting himself. And Dak even said it, and I know that's who he was addressing. He said that we have to be accountable.
Had Brayden
for what,
Cooks, but I mean, man, like he had that ball in the end zone. Like that was a huge drop by him in the end zone too.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there was a few just missed balls, but this is my question for you, being a Cowboys fan and also a realist. What's more concerning? Is it the offense and the offensive line combined with the running backs and how the fact that they can't run the football, or is it the fact that the defense can't stop the run?
Man, it's tough. It's both. Honestly, I think they need to make a trade. I was just looking at this tweet that came out. NFL Rumors said that teams are monitoring Titans DeAndre Hopkins. And Stephen Jones came out this morning and he was asked about would they be willing to make trades to kind of upgrade midseason, and he said, yeah, we'll definitely be open to it, but he was kind of talking about them not wanting to take on any long-term money. And I was like, that'd be perfect because DeAndre Hopkins this is the last year of his deal. So that would make a lot of sense as a rental for them because they need help. I think they need a receiver. I think they need some juice at running back. Whether Dalvin Cook has anything left, I think we'll try to find that out in a couple of weeks because I think he'll be brought off the practice squad soon. I don't know why they're not even doing it this week. Jerry Jones was like, oh, it's a short week, so we're not bringing them off. Because they need something on offense because they just don't have it. I mean, CD teams are doubling CD Lamb because they know there's nobody else that can beat them. So they can key in on him and take him out of the game, man. And it's just all Dak after that because they just can't run the football. I mean, you got Zeke, which love him to death, man, one of my favorite players of all time, but he just doesn't have that explosion anymore. And you got Rico Dowdle, who I think is an RB2 at best.
Deuce Vaughn is just too small. Like he's not explosive.
I don't even know why they tried that.
He ain't Darren Sproles. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude.
No, man. I know his dad's a scout for the team, and that was a great story when they drafted him. But I just don't. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, it's crazy that their best back right now is probably the fullback Hunter Lucy. That's probably the best that they have right now. You see some of the plays he made out there, some of the most dynamic plays we've seen from the offense so far this year. So they just don't have an explosion. And when it comes to the defense, I mean, defensive tackle has been an issue for this team for years, and it's still a glaring issue. It looked like they missed on Mosley Smith, first-round pick from a couple years ago. He just doesn't look like he's going to have it, and so it's just a big problem. Even outside of that, they just look confused defensively. I mean, the shifts are off. I mean, they're going the wrong way. Even Micah Parsons doesn't really – it's not having a huge impact. I don't know what Mike Zimmer's seeing out there, but it's bad right now. Like I said, I think they'll be able to beat the Giants tonight because I just think the Giants are a bad football team as well, and they struggle to score at times as well. So I think they'll find a way to pull out a victory there. I mean, I think they won 14 out of the last 15 against the Giants. But outside of that, man, it's not good right now, and I don't have a lot of hope as far as this team having a lot of success this year because they just have a lot of issues, and offensively it's just too hard for them to sustain drives. I mean, they're consistently behind the chains. They find themselves 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. And when you're consistently doing that every drive, man, it's just hard to keep that going because you're looking for Dak when guys not getting separation to make these tight window throws, and you end up turning the football over. It's just too hard right now for their offense. And we've seen this in years past. They kind of got away from that a little bit last year, was a little bit more explosive offensively, but they've go right back into that this year. They just can't sustain drives, and they just don't have the personnel. I mean, it is what it is.
And you know what, man? I got to say one thing to just defend Mike Zimmer. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can this guy focus on defense? Have you seen his girlfriend?
Man, true that, man. I do understand you there.
Let me just tell you something.
Looks like he's not getting any sleep.
I'm just telling you, man. How can you focus on football, bro? Hey, Isaac, you do me a big favor and tell me what you're working on, what you got coming down the pipe, how life's looking for you.
Yeah, man, Ethos Grizzlies, man. We got preseason action coming up in about a week and a half. Like, it's creeping up on it. Grizzlies Mavericks on October 7th. Preseason opener down in Dallas, so we're definitely going to be hot and heavy over the Ethos Grizzlies. Make sure you check that out, TigerSportsReport.com, and my personal Twitter feed at Isaac_NBA.
Man, homie, you have a wonderful week. We'll do it again next Thursday. Enjoy the game tonight. Go Cowboys.
Yes, sir. Talk to you next week.
That's my homie, Isaac Simpson. Do me a favor, peeps. Don't you dare touch that dial. We're back in 2 Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Summer's heating up, and so are the savings at Choate's. We've got 3 incredible offers to make your season spectacular. First up, our Grill and Chill with Choate's Summer Special. Upgrade your HVAC system and choose between a free Yeti cooler or a Green Egg grill on select systems. Then power through any outage with Choate's generators. Be one of the first 50 customers to buy a generator and score a massive 75-inch TV or an iPad. Also, don't forget about our tankless water heater offer. Purchase a tankless water heater from Choate's and receive a premium toilet free. Don't wait. These offers are too good to last. Turn to the experts with Choate's and call 347-8086 or visit us online today for your free estimate. Now introducing Choate's air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and generators. Choate's, let our family serve your family.
Hey everybody, it's Chevy truck season, and together let's drive to All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch, where all the Chevy trucks are. Every new Silverado you're looking for, it's here, so come on down and drive a few. Financing as low as 1.9 and no payments for 90 days. Yes, that's 0 payments for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. And just in time for tailgating season at the next game, All-Star Chevy has the best tailgating Tahoes. If you're in law enforcement, first responder, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get a $500 bonus. Come check out this huge, and I'm talking huge, pre-owned selection. Jeeps, Fords, Nissans, Toyotas, cargo vans, a ton of pre-owned Silverados. And if you got any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. So don't miss this Chevy truck season sale going on right now in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevy, or check out allstarautogroup.com.
The best I do's start with Sissy's Blue. Discover bridal jewelry worthy of your big day at Sissy's Log Cabin, along with our spectacular experience that comes with our promise of exceptional quality, service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Experience our expansive selection when you stop by any of our 6 locations or shop online at sissyslogcabin.com. Find your perfect engagement ring only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Hungry for that delicious smash burger flavor? Dyer's Cafe is the original smash burger since 1912 and still smashing burgers in Collierville's historic town square. Come out for their lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Ask about their world-famous split dog and authentic Chicago or New York dog. Try the leaner side of Dyer's with a grilled chicken sandwich or freshly made salad. Also serving Lakes, Delta-raised catfish, Pasquale's tamales, and a customer favorite hand-breaded onion rings. Dyer's, serving world-famous burgers, dogs, and shakes in Collierville's historic town square.
Ian Eagle here from Thursday Night Football on Westwood One. I'll be joined in the booth by Phil Simms as we kick off Week 4 with NFC East action between the Cowboys and the Giants. Dallas travels to New York after back-to-back disappointing losses at home. Now they face their division rival, who are coming off their first win of the season. Don't miss any of the action on Thursday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56.
O'Reilly. Extend the life of your engine with a full synthetic oil change and save at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, pick up 5 quarts of O'Reilly full synthetic motor oil and a MicroGuard oil filter for $29.99. Or upgrade to a MicroGuard Select filter for just $2 more. Limit supply. Offer in-store only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Something amazing is happening in business. More companies are turning to Mac. From finance to fulfillment, CDW will seamlessly support Mac integration into your organization. With the power of Apple Silicon, best-in-class security, and compatibility across your favorite apps, your team will have the performance they need and the tools they love. Make amazing happen. Mac and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/Apple.
56, WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
That is one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. And I'm fired up, man. It is Thirsty Thursday. Life is beautiful. I did two-stepping yesterday. You should do a little two-stepping today. I don't have to go back to Buster's today. But you can go to Buster's. They're open 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. They're open 12 to 6 on Sunday. And they got the finest meat in town, I promise you. The finest cheeses, the finest food, period. There's nothing like Buster's Butcher. I did two-stepping yesterday. I got all my meat. I packed it up, put it in the cooler. We're taking that junk down to Oxford tomorrow. We're going to go a little Friday action because, Ole Miss is playing their first SEC game. They have played a bunch of nobodies. They opened up against the Furburgers, please. Child, please. Georgia Southern was terrible. Wake Forest was just as bad. And, yes, the offense looks crazy. I mean, the first series, 1 pass to Trey Harris, 2 passes to Juice Wells, 1 other pass. That's 2 passes total. Jackson Dart. Touchdown. Well, now they can play Kentucky. They held Georgia to 13 points. How good is Kentucky? I don't know about offensively if they're good at all because they really don't look like they can score. But defensively, they look pretty good. How good's Ole Miss? I don't know. I'm fired up. But I got my meat from Buster's Butcher. You need to go over there and put your name in the thing because if you ain't tailgating with Buster's Butcher's meat, you're not tailgating right. Fall is football, and we're all about tailgating. We're giving away a $500 package at Buster's Butcher. You go by there. There's no purchase necessary. Put your name in the bag. Bing, bang, boom. October 1st, we're drawing a name. $500. That's the package. $200 worth of meat. 4 Yeti Coasters, an ice mule cooler that's camo style. Yup, and a bunch of Buster swag. So head on over there before October 1st because we're doing that bad boy. I'll announce the winner. We're about to talk a little NFL. We got Cowboys and Giants tonight. I don't know if you realize, man, Cowboys are desperate. The Giants have been desperate. They're like that girl that you just quit looking at. Like, every once in a while, it'll be 2 o'clock in the morning, and you might have 10 Tito's, and then you're like, I noticed you over there. And they look that was them last week. But the Cowboys, man, everybody pays attention to the Cowboys. Right now, that run defense is trash. Offensive line can't block, and the running backs are old, small, or slow. It's been a bad situation. Welcome Zach Boyd into the house. Last time I'm going to talk with Zach Boyd on the air, by the way.
Yeah.
Not ever, maybe.
No.
You know, never. Maybe he comes back one day and teaches me some math.
Maybe.
I mean,
Just
you
maybe.
can help me out with I can break the code of how to gamble the best by numbers.
What's that movie called? Was it
A Beautiful Mind?
No, it was the
Where the dude was crazy because he did too much math.
It was that poker movie with Kevin Spacey with Boston University.
Man, I don't know. A lot of people don't talk about Kevin Spacey.
I know,
now.
but I was just. But that's.
Hey, wasn't he the original diddler? Do you know the Diddy riddle?
What's that?
Do you know the Diddy riddle?
No.
If Diddy did diddle dudes, how many dudes did Diddy diddle? That's the Diddy riddle.
21 is the name of the movie.
21?
Yeah,
Or
that was a good
Casino
movie.
Jack.
Yeah.
No, 21, man. 21 is
It's
definitely 21.
Yeah, so
where he was teaching all the young
how to
bucks
count cards.
how to count cards.
Based
yeah.
on a true story.
Which, by the way,
Oh, really?
That's what this says.
which, by the way, isn't that supposed to? You supposed to? Is
Like you're not supposed to be that good at it though. Like you can't be Rain Man style good.
Try, or they tell you, hey, we're gonna have to.
Like that's why Tom Cruise had to take that poor kid out of the damn casinos. Like all he was doing was just doing what he did best.
Because I'm like, you gotta count to 21, right? Like that's the whole purpose of counting in front of, right? Like,
Oh no, they know how many aces, kings, queens, jacks, 10s, 5, 7. Like they know how many have flopped, and they do like the percentage of the math in their brain, what's coming out on the next flop because they smarter than everybody. They're like computer smart.
Yeah, no, I'm not that.
Now usually they ain't very good with the ladies though, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm more
it's a different kind of smart.
I'm more like a momentum type of math guy. Like, all right, cool. Like we're high. It's like, what number is that? Is that like
I'm
an
a
8?
high kind of guy.
It's like an 8. It's like, let's go low, and then it's like, okay, like we'll see. This is more of a guess probability, high low type of thing. Anyway, we're getting off subject. Yeah, so I'll be teaching math.
You're gonna be teaching kids how to count cards. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh no!
Like you just gave me a peek,
Or you
a
could-
sneak
or
peek
you could
of his
teach 'em how to,
class.
like,
He's like, I don't know if
sports
you know,
game
but I
them.
watched 21,
That's
and
right.
I'm really into Kevin Spacey. He took these kids, he taught them, he
Explain
made
like
millions.
odds to them and stuff like that, so they can be
Yeah.
sports bettors when they grow up.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna start a whole gambling ring.
You could do like
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
You start an
It's
illegal
over,
one. You'll
bro.
be betting in class.
I got little kids all the
And-
time talking about gambling. Dude, we do a segment like with young
That's
people.
right.
Like I got two
Bad
people who are
influence.
under 16 years old, can't even drive a car, who do gambling segments on this joint.
Oh no.
Man, these kids are smart, bro.
They are. They're very digitally smart for sure, and so they can work their way around.
Now they're weak, they're soft, they're flaccid, but they're intelligent.
I don't know. I don't know about that part.
I blame it on the food, bro.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
What,
man.
Not enough veggies, too much meat. That's what. It
No,
is?
dude, eat all the meat you want, bro. Just make sure you get it at Buster's Butcher. I'm telling you right now. Like, hell, I don't know what they spraying on these damn veggies. Chemicals rot your brain. That's why Cowboys are terrible, right? So are they going to cover 6 points, man? Think about this. Giants last week. I mean, everybody and their grandmother has run the ball on the Cowboys. Giants got rid of Saquon Barkley. I know. But damn, man, like I feel like Zeke Elliott probably runs well in practice against the Cowboys defense. And he
No.
can't run on nobody.
Zeke can't run, bro. He can't run.
Dude, they whipped up on the Browns. The only team the Cowboys have beat this year is the Browns, right?
Yeah.
Only team the Giants have beat this year is the Browns, right?
Yeah. So that makes the Cowboys and the Giants
Just better than the Browns.
Just barely.
Dude, this is somewhat embarrassing. Like Dak Prescott's not going to be as bad as Deshaun Watson. I know that. And when we talk about run games, the Browns, they aren't blocking nobody. What's their little running back, Jerome Ford? He looks like he doesn't need to be running the football. Like, they need Chubby Time back. Hell.
Well, I mean, Chubb is on the PUP.
Chubby
so-
Time is always a good time.
So he's on his way. I'm trying to see. Like, okay, so like the last shoot.
Devin Singletary's been running, man. Devin Singletary, the over-under on his yards, that might be the play of the day.
All right, so
I'm going to find out what that is right now.
So
while you do
in
something.
2021, Let's do October 2021. The Cowboys have, because the line is 6.5, right? Because I'm doing math here. I'm doing math.
Come on, teach.
So the Cowboys have covered. They have They had 6 games since 2021 against the Giants. And if the line was 6.5 for each of those games against the Giants, the Cowboys covered that game.
Nice. Right now, it just dropped to -5.5 on the MGM.
Yeah, so hit the Cowboys. The only reason why I'm saying that is because Dak has the best record of any quarterback. Well, not any quarterback, but
Devin Singletary.
He has the best record in the NFC East.
I like what you're saying, and he's good at the NFC East. But Devin Singletary, over and under 59.5 yards.
Over.
-120. I feel like this is he's the running back for the Giants. For those who don't know, I feel like that feels really, really.
He's going to get to 70 yards tonight.
He's so little, but he's so good. Especially, I think tonight against the Cowboys.
I saw this stat earlier. Daniel Jones is 0-12 in games not played on Sundays.
What?
Yeah.
Not shocking to me.
Not shocking. So I guess only Monday night, Thursday nights, and I guess that's about it.
I mean, we got the highest paid quarterback in the NFL and the most overpaid quarterback in the NFL, and Daniel Jones. Because he's terrible.
I think the more surprising part about that is that a Daniel Jones Giants team has played on primetime non-Sunday games 12 times.
That's crazy.
Usually they just get lost in that noon slate. Yeah.
Well, I will say one thing. The Giants' schedule looks a hell of a lot more difficult. I mean, like the Vikings, who mollywopped them to start the season. Like, let's be real. Vikings look good. 3-0. Sam Darnold's playing out of his mind. They didn't even have Justin Jefferson last week. No problem. And then who'd they play in week 2, damn it? Commanders.
That was the field goal fest.
That was
for
the
Commanders.
7 field goals by the guy that they signed off the practice squad the day before. Did you know that?
That is not fun.
How about that?
Dude, little homie came in off the practice squad and hit 7 field goals, and they won 21-15. That's pretty nuts.
Who's that, Graham Gano or Joey Slade?
No, man, I don't even know his name, man. This is like some dude you have no idea. Dude just like came off the squad, and he's just banging field goals. And then the Browns, they beat the Browns because the Browns are trash.
Yeah. So, over on Devin Singletary running, okay?
I like it.
And take the Cowboys by 5.
All right, now these are the important questions I need to ask you, sir. Right now, do you believe betting futures? I like to bet futures. I got a free play today, so I need it. I like putting my free plays that I get on futures bets because then if they come in, it's like little rains of money.
It's like, oh, I ain't know I bet that.
And it's not even your money. It's like you earned the free play because you lost too much, damn it. Like, let's just put it in something like maybe I can get a little splash of love. I keep looking at this NFC South. And my brain 100% says the New Orleans Saints. And it's because I do not believe in the Atlanta Falcons. I feel like Nick Sirianni's an idiot. I feel like, they played good against the Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, Falcons.
You said Sirianni was with the Falcons.
With the Eagles. Like, they got to win. The one win they have.
Bird.
Sorry.
You good.
The win for the Falcons, they have one win on the damn season, and their one win is the Eagles, yet they're only getting 185. The Saints, I don't know if you know this, they 2-1. They did lose last week, very close to the Eagles. While, yes, the Falcons beat the Eagles and the Eagles beat the Saints, it doesn't mean that the Atlanta Falcons are better. Like New Orleans, yes, they ran roughshod on the Cowboys. That Eagles game, they should have won. Nick Sirianni was a bad coach, but on the other side, I got to say, in all honesty, Raheem Mostert was just as bad coaching on Sunday. I like the Saints plus 145. I don't believe in the Bucks. I don't believe in the Falcons, and I know the Panthers aren't going to win that damn division. I feel like plus 145 is actually a pretty good comeback on something that I feel is pretty solid.
For the Saints.
For the Saints.
You like the Saints. I can see that. Because I mean, their first 3 games they kind of show like the offense, like the high power.
I just think that they whip. The reason I bring this up because Atlanta and the Saints play this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think that the Saints are going to win, if they win this week and are up 3-1, like Falcons only have 1, that number is going to change drastically. And I feel like the Saints go into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, into Atlanta, and pimp slap them. They dropped the dirty bird on Arthur Smith, who last week retired himself up into the Ring of Honor. Like, what the hell you doing, Arthur? You're already a billionaire.
I think the division is gonna be a 3-headed. It's a 3-headed race because I think Tampa Bay is better than what we give them credit for.
So you like the plus 255 with the Bucks? I don't know, man.
I don't
so
know.
Hard
It
to bet.
is tight. Like that's the thing. Like,
if you just mentioned the Bucks this week, see they're playing the Eagles, and I've got a question for you. Who you got, Jalen Hurts or Baker Mayfield? Right now, who you like better?
Jalen Hurts been turning over the ball like crazy.
Dude, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles 3-7 in their last 10 games, and that includes going 2-1 and some lucky wins this year.
And last time I checked, the Bucks beat the Eagles in the playoffs this past year. So.
Yeah, it sure did. And Bucks at 8-3 in their last 11.
Yeah, so that lets you know kind of where I'm at with. I think the Bucks beat the Eagles, but as far as like the South, look, like if they can find a way to protect Kirk Cousins like they did against the Eagles, I mean against who the Falcons played last week? I forgot.
Falcons last week.
Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
If
man.
they can,
and I had the luckiest cover ever. I got the under and the damn Chiefs on a 4th down run to the left, and he shoots the gap and tackles him in the backfield, and I was dancing naked down the street. It was great. It's one of those good memories.
If they can protect Cousins and Cousins can make accurate passes, like I think they will make some noise. I think how they started the year was just not ideal. Obviously, you got Pittsburgh, and then
that defense was not. By the way, they came out in the pistol the whole time that first game. They didn't put Kirk Cousins under center. He's one of the best play action quarterbacks. He's not just going to sit back there. I mean, Kirk Cousins is not a threat to them run the football. I mean, he's coming off an Achilles injury and he's old.
Yeah, so you beat the Eagles and then you lost a close one to the Chiefs. So I think they're starting to put this thing together. It's just offensively, you got to protect Kirk Cousins. You lost 8 to the Steelers, you won by 1 against the Eagles, and you lost by what 5 to the defending champs. It's there. It's just protecting Cousins is like priority, and Cousins not turning over the ball and giving it to his playmakers. That's right behind that because they can run the football. Bijan can run it. He can run it.
So can Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, you're right.
I like Chris Olave too over in New Orleans. He's doing his thing.
Yeah. So I think the South is going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot more fun this year than it was in previous years. Because in previous years, just the quarterback play has been terrible. It's just been very bad, and you just don't know. It's like, all right, which one of these bad teams is somebody going to whip on in the playoffs this year? Because it's like it was just bad. Now you kind of start to see like a little daylight in the South a little bit.
I gotta interrupt you because I gotta tell you something, man. We got time. We don't have too much time, but I gotta get to this because I want to know who you taking.
Okay.
This weekend we got prime time Sunday night Buffalo Bills and the Ravens. You got right now the current front runner for the MVP in Josh Allen, completing 75% of his passes, 7 touchdowns. He's thrown for 2. He's rushed for, balling out. You got Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP, 2-time MVP. Which quarterback you got? Big game.
Yeah, I know because I'm like I am a defender of black quarterbacks, so it's like I support all my black quarterbacks that are out there. They're killing it.
Well, the problem with that is the Buffalo Bills. This is the interesting that you mentioned that because this is so amazing. The Buffalo Bills defense has looked phenomenal to start the season,
and that's what I was about to say.
And Lamar is going to have, I think, a tough time. Where I look at the Ravens, did you know the Ravens are 32nd against the pass? They are the worst pass defense currently in the NFL. Because Josh Allen might go feasting on these boys.
Yeah, it could, but the reason why they can live with that is because their front seven can get to the quarterback. So you don't have to rely on your secondary too much.
Bills play the nickel more than any defense in the National Football League because they have 4 dudes up front I mean, when you got full-grown ass men like Ed Oliver coming up there and busting you your head, you got Daquan Jones, Greg
Rousseau.
Thank you. I was like, damn it, what's Greg's name?
I know, it's all right.
And then I can't even remember the other one.
Ed Oliver?
No, I think it's AJ.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
From Iowa, the kid from Iowa.
Yep.
Yeah. No. I mean, obviously, by hindsight, just looking at the scores from both teams, like I just kind of favor the Bills. Like you said, defensively. I mean, obviously, they had the unfortunate deal of knocking Tua out of that game, but they were pretty much in command of that game.
Before Tua knocked himself out. Remember, the Bills were just whipping up on him.
Right.
It was like they had I think it was 3 interceptions Tua threw in that game.
It's something like that. So, give me the Bills, even though they're on the road.
I mean, right now are the
It's
Bills
not ideal, but give me
front
the
runner.
Bills.
Like, I mean, a lot of people thought the Bills were going to take a step back. They got rid of Stephon Diggs. They got a bunch of no-name receivers. Keon Coleman wasn't even on the field very much, even though he caught a touchdown. He was only on the field about like 12% of the snaps last week. I mean, you got Shakir out there doing his thing, that little man. But, man, you know, Joe Brady has been the best offensive coordinator in football since he's taken over. Like, they've had the number one scoring offense, the number 3 passing team, and the number 3 rushing team, all on the same damn team, the number 1 overall offense since he's taken over, and the best record in the National Football League since he's taken over as the offensive coordinator.
I'm so jealous.
Ken
man.
Dorsey's over there going, damn, I must really be terrible.
Yes, very much. Yes, you are. Because there's no way in the world it shouldn't have made this drastic of a change for this team to improve. And for them not to have a dominant number 1 guy, and they're putting up these type of numbers.
10 different dudes caught a ball last week.
Like,
think about that.
Like, just imagine if you add...
You put a Bills helmet on Bryant Dacus. He used to play wide receiver. I bet he'd catch a pass from Josh Allen. He's so
right, I
damn
would.
good.
You would?
All me, not him. Give me any quarterback.
Are you more of an X or are you more of a wide receiver?
I'm more of a, I'm just more of a... It's a great question, Zach. I don't have speed, but I got great hands, Zach.
Yeah.
Just put me out there, give me in some open space, and I'll catch it.
So the stereotypical put the white guy in the slide, right?
Bingo. But no, because usually those guys they got some, they're sneaky fast.
They got a little wiggle
Not
in
me.
them. Yeah,
Not
he
me.
got no wiggle.
Like a turn.
I'm more of when they tell the tight end to go get out there. Hey, tight end, get out there and be a receiver. Get in the slot for this play. That's me.
So when Luka was getting drafted, and I was with Peter and I think with Peter and Sane at the time, and so I was like telling him, Luka kind of like got some sneaky good speed on him.
Yeah,
like,
that's not me.
But that's always been like the stereotypical like thing
right.
about the white guy.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like he kind of like
That's
look
right.
at the sneaky
Yeah.
the sneaky athleticism on
Like Kobe Drake
display a
for
little
the
bit.
Tigers. Everyone's like, yeah, he's kind of got some speed on him. Good hands, little speed. Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, good hands, not speed though.
Dude, it's amazing. Like when you see a white dude dunk, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, that McClung kid. You're like, whoa.
But man, that dude is terrible at playing the game of basketball. He can dunk.
White men can jump, man. After
Yeah,
all.
he can. Not this guy. Not this white guy though.
By the way, what a great movie. Woody Harrelson in that joint with Dan, what was it? Who was his coach? Who was the dude who was in that
I see his face, but I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name.
Damn, bro. I have eaten too many edibles.
It's okay.
For a Thursday. I said almost Thursday.
Wesley Snipes. Y'all should be ashamed.
Man,
of
I
yourself.
am ashamed of myself, bro. How can I forget Wesley Snipes, man? I
see his
grew
face, I
up
just
in the
can't
80s
think
and
of
the
his
90s.
name.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow, what's that?
That's the new white man can jump.
Oh, bro, please tell me that they did not with that loser.
Who played the black guy in it?
That ain't a movie, really.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with him.
It's usually Jack Harlow who's played the white guy.
Vince Staples was in it, but he wasn't the co-host.
This is
I can't even
terrible.
pronounce this guy's name. I apologize. Something Walls.
Well, okay.
Sinquilla?
To the window, to the walls.
Yeah, bingo.
On that, by the way, Zach, man, good luck on your next career, Holmes.
Man, look, I said this earlier. Now I'm get to say it to your face. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this man that I'm looking at right now.
Damn, who are you looking at?
I'm looking at you, John.
Looking at you, big guy.
Oh man, dude, that's the sweetest
I'm looking
thing.
at you. Like we started together at U of M, and and you brought me over, and I appreciate everything that you have done for me in my time here.
Thank you so much. And by the way, you're going to make people think I'm actually a nice guy out there.
He really
I got
is.
a persona that I try to live up to.
He's really a nice guy. You just gotta make sure that you gotta have some adults in the room. Just kind of
Yeah, if I'm the adult, if I'm the oldest adult in the room, it's
man,
usually in trouble.
we got some problems. Like some accountability got left at the door a little bit. But no, like John's been great, man. I can't complain about my time here. Everybody here with Bryant, funny enough, he got us his start with me.
That's right.
So it's like, it's
Full
kind
circle.
of a nice little pipeline that we kind of creating here. So I really appreciate everything that you did. Everybody here with Eli, Greg, Wolo, Brett, everyone, to Peter, CJ, Anthony, those that came way before me, like with Weinberger, Ron Tillery.
Oh man, I missed him.
I mean, shoot, I know George Lapidus. I know everybody talk about George Lapidus, and which is fine because I came right after him after he passed away.
Yep.
So, I just appreciate the legacy that to be a part of this Sports 56 legacy, and hopefully somebody that's out there listening will do the same and go after their dreams.
Man, dude, I'm telling you right now, thank you for all that you've done for me, number one. I appreciate the kind words. Like, you earned everything you got, but damn, man, that was actually nice.
I appreciate it.
I'd handle that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to celebrate with some Tito's, buddy. It's after 12 o'clock. Life didn't hand me just a big old lemon. It handed me a huge lemon. Losing Zach's going to be, to be honest with you, it's going to suck. But I'm not going to freak out. I ain't going to fret. I'm not going to stress. We're about to have a lemon drop. We're going to have a lemon drop with the best, and that's Tito's handmade vodka. Back in two shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
You're a contractor and you need concrete coating and supplies in Memphis fast, and you get this answer? I think we can order that stuff, but you're going to have to wait a few days for delivery. Why wait? Get your concrete coatings and supplies now at TSS Supply, where everything you need is in stock. If you're working in the tri-state, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi area, everything you need for concrete coating is at TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road, Memphis. TSS Supply specializes only in concrete coatings and supplies all in one place. If you're looking for a particular item, need large quantities, or just have general questions, call 901-729-0565, 729-0565, or you can email your question to Brad at tsssupply.com. The friendly, knowledgeable folks at TSS Supply have over 150 years combined experience in concrete coatings, materials, and supplies. Come by and visit TSS Supply Friday, September 27th. Sports 56 will be broadcasting live from 7 to 10 a.m. with Greg and Eli, and then John Harden from 11 to 1. Sports 56 will have free giveaways plus breakfast and lunch during the live broadcast. TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road.
I felt like we were really lucky to have a place like Genesis. There are several jewelry stores, I know, but I don't think any of them can match up to Genesis.
Meet Beth Gear, another thrilled Genesis Diamonds customer.
Yeah, the whole experience was wonderful. I felt really super comfortable, and I felt confident that we were getting the best deal for the money, too.
But for Beth, it was more than just getting a great price.
I'd say the value was extraordinary. Even if the price had been slightly more, I think we would have still chosen Genesis just because we felt that there was a personal connect. We felt like they really wanted us to be happy.
Genesis Diamonds, where you and your budget are respected from the minute you walk in.
No matter what your budget is, Genesis will work with you. They never make you feel uncomfortable if you don't have the biggest budget. They will be respectful of our budget and need to stay within it.
To discover the Genesis difference, for a ring you'll be proud to show off.
We always tell people to have a Genesis because I want them to have the same thing.
Genesis Diamonds, Memphis' direct diamond and brand. Butler and Perkins Extended.
Memphis, it's official. Crab King Seafood is where it's at. For the most flavored seafood and the biggest plates, run to a Crab King's near you. Visit the Bartlett Cordova location at 7140 Stage Road. The price, the portions, the service is why Crab Kings is #1. So don't be disappointed in seafood. Make the right choice the first time and every time. Make it Crab Kings. Crab Kings have only locally grown catfish. Come and devour tasty snow crabs, king crab, shrimp, salmon, catfish, calamari, and so much more. Enjoy Memphis's best tasting pasta with your choice of toppings. Visit the Bartlett Cordova location at 7140 Stage Road. Crab Kings is open Wednesday through Sunday. Enjoy 50% off lunch portions and dollar fountain drinks. The #1 name in Cajun seafood is Crab Kings Seafood, a Memphis favorite. Crab Kings, 7140 Stage Road. Kings with the Z.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at TriumphAutoSales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm going to tell you something. If you're going down to Oxford on Saturday, because you know Ole Miss is playing Kentucky, the broadcast, by the way, starts right here on Sports 56 with the pregame at 9 a.m. You'll hear Brett Norsworthy and the gang tearing it up, as we are the home of the Ole Miss Rebels. If you're on your way down there and you don't look like a 10, then you better stop by Frontier Western Store. I'm serious as a heart attack. Men, women, them and they, everybody. You need to go to Frontier Western Store. You know why? Because they can literally style and profile anyone. They have a children's department. Bing, bang, boom. Got the kids covered. They're looking cute as all get out. They got a ladies' boutique. Looking fine. I mean, fine. And men, you know, they got a great men's section. They got more jeans than you can shake a stick at. Ariat all the way to Wrangler, everything in between. Mine's with the B's. I like them buckle jeans. They're pretty dope. They also have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. Frontier Western Store and FrontierWesternStore.com. Check them out. You can thank me later, but you'll look good, especially down at the Grove. Let's go to Hardinwood.
This is Access Hardinwood.
John, can I start today with a story?
Dude.
Because I don't understand this story that I'm
love
seeing.
the fact that you're showing initiative, son.
Thank
After
you.
listening to Zach Boyd, he's leaving me, and
That's
I've
right.
lost C.J. Hurt and Gabe Kuhn and
That's
Drew
right.
Barrett and all these people.
That's right.
The only thing that stays the same is me.
That's right, yeah.
And I'll never grow up.
That's right. How about that?
So where are you going next?
So, great question. Who knows? So, you know, a lot of people like to go from, you know, take trips up to Nashville. Maybe you're going to see a show.
I love
maybe you're going to see a
Nashville,
game. Maybe you're just
Uh-huh.
going to party.
Go to the Ryman, bro.
Oh,
Check out
yeah.
a little
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bridgestone.
It's about a 3-hour drive from here to
Man, it's
Nashville.
just a hop,
you'd
skip,
say.
and a jump.
Exactly. Well, some people might complain about that. A 3-hour drive? Are you kidding? So now.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I will not go like 3 hours is my limit. If it's 4 or 5 hours,
see.
we're flying.
Interesting. Well, now you can fly from Memphis to Nashville, John.
Get outta here, Holmes.
Southwest Airlines
Get out of here,
is
Holmes.
starting flights from
Oh,
Memphis
damn, bro.
to Nashville.
And you say Southwest?
Southwest, that's
All
correct.
right, I got Southwest and American Airlines miles,
Starting
bro.
on April 8th.
April's
and this,
a good month.
This is just like
January,
a.
February, March. April's the 4th month of the year.
This is the
April Fools.
This is kind of the idea time. I don't know if this is the only time they're going to offer. I'm sure they'll offer more. Departing in Memphis at 2:45 Central Time, you will arrive in Nashville at 3:35 Central Time. So less than an hour flight
Well,
from
no,
Memphis
duh.
to Nashville.
Like, yeah, duh, man. You know it's 45 minutes to fly to Atlanta, homie. It's an 8-hour drive.
Yeah, here's my thing, John. That's just ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know this,
Flying from Memphis to Nashville?
You can drink and fly. You cannot drink
I
and
guess
drive.
that's true.
When I get on an airplane, I'm drinking Tito's, brother.
That's
like straight
that's
up.
fair.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I get some Tito's? And now I will not drink airplane water, so I always get
Why
the
won't
cranberry
you
juice.
drink
Bro,
airplane
you've
water?
never watched.
I've never been on
don't
an
ever
airplane.
Drink airplane water.
Why? Is it not just
Because
like bottled
it's like,
water?
Bro, no. Like, do you? Okay, it's an airplane.
Right.
They just put the air. They just refilled water up in that joint, and then you got old school water sitting in there, and bacteria and all kinds of ish growing. Don't drink airplane water.
So it's not bottled water?
No, it's. I mean, like, bro, no. Like, actually, you know what? Maybe it is now. But I'm telling you.
But back in the day, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was back in the day, I guess.
Huh.
You know what? I guess I'm like old as hell. That used to be like one of the big sayings when I was a young person when we would fly. Your mom would be like, hey, whatever you do, don't drink the airplane water.
Interesting.
Because they used to pour it in a damn little cup.
Right.
In fact, I don't know. I think they still do that BS, bro.
They might. I have no idea.
No, maybe not. I fly all the time. I just guess I'd never ever get water anymore.
I just think it's kind of silly.
You know why I don't
to
get
fly
water?
to
Because I
Nashville.
drink Tito's.
That's right. You don't need water.
And
Except
again-
you like to do a Tito's and water, don't you?
Well, I mean, I do I like the water because I feel like I'm hydrating.
There you go.
While I'm drinking.
Kill two birds with one stone.
I'm definitely a two
Well said.
kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm definitely double mint gum. Now, what were we talking about?
I was talking about the flight from Memphis to Nashville. I think is just flat out silly.
Yeah, well, we just found out that we proved your silly point and completely wrong.
I guess
Again,
so.
I don't want to drive myself. And by the way, if you fly into Nashville, you can, again, drink all the way there. You can drink when you get on Broadway. You can drink when you go to the Nissan Stadium. You can drink when you go do all this stuff. And then you can go to the airport and be drunk as Cooter Brown and get on an airplane and get all the way back and then Uber
You can just
home.
be
And
drunk
guess
the
what?
whole time.
You have a whole wonderful day.
I guess that's fair.
Do you get it, man?
I get it now. Thank you.
I think the guy who caught Shohei Ohtani's ball, the 50th home run, also gets it, bro. Did you hear about this guy?
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Savage. They offered him $300,000 on the spot, the Dodgers. Did you hear about that? Now, can I ask you something? If you had a couple Tito's and you're at the Dodgers game and Shohei Ohtani hits a home run and you catch his 50th freaking home run after he stole his 50th freaking base, would you be like, oh my God, I'm the luckiest guy in the world? And then all of a sudden you realize you're even luckier because a dude walks up to you and says, hey man, I'll give you $300,000 right now on the spot for that ball. What would you say?
If I was drunk, is that what you're asking me?
No. I'm just saying assumptions. If you're at a baseball game and you haven't been drinking a few beers, like, are you really at the baseball game?
Fair question. I wouldn't sell it.
For $300K on the spot, like and you know they were saying things like, we're gonna give it to its rightful owner.
Right.
He's the guy who hit the ball. Here's $300,000 though for you, luckily, to catch it.
You know, maybe I would. You know, if Shohei wanted it, you know, maybe I'd give it to him.
Well, you're an idiot.
Oh.
Because the guy who held out is got brass ones, stones. He's a businessman. Life is leverage, brother.
That's right.
My man is now, okay, the starting bidding is going to be $500,000. You can stop the bidding and buy it right now, just currently if you want to, for $4.5 million. But it is expected to get over $4 million. $300,000? $4 million.
Huh.
That's why you hold out, bro.
I guess so.
Holding out sometimes is good for you.
I would have kept it. Put it in a little case.
You would have kept it?
Yeah. The more you keep it, the more value it gets, John.
And also the older you get, bro, and the less time you have to spend the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know we're all going to die, Holmes. Like, that ain't no deep thought. That's a fact. Everything that we might not have a damn thing in common. The only thing we have in common is all of us will die.
I guess that's a good point.
Get the money and spend it, son. Like, what are you going to save it for?
Maybe I'm not a businessman, John.
No, it's maybe you just don't know how to live, son. Get out there and live. Do you want to go out and party after work?
Sure. Even though I have more work to do after work.
Oh, yeah, dude. I ain't going to catch up with you at 6. I'll be out. I'll be out. Do you know who Jordan Woods is? She's the skank that's with Carl Anthony Towns.
I don't know who she is, no.
Yeah, she's that skank who basically ruined Kim Kardashian's marriage. Not Kim Kardashian. What's the big one? Chloe. OJ's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not know this?
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Allegedly.
I mean, reckless speculation is not allegedly. Don't give me that BS. It's reckless speculation. She's got a little OJ, man. But anyway, point is, this. Let me tell you a little something. The Jenners and the Kardashians, I don't know if they're very close. Because you have Kylie and Kendall Jenner, and then you have Kim and Khloe Kardashian, which I think it's Kim Kardashian and Khloe Simpson. But that's just, again, reckless speculation. But Jordan Woods, she's the one that was friends with Kylie Jenner. And guess what she did? She slept with Khloe's man.
What?
No, that ain't reckless speculation. What? Yes, Lil Jon said, yeah. And that's what Jordan Woods says, yeah. Well, now she's off to another basketball player. Let me just tell you something. The brass ones on this woman. Jordan Woods moved right down the street from Kylie Jenner and the Kim in the Kardashian family. They just bought a new mansion, $14 million LA mansion. By the way, it's a dope house. 17 bathrooms, though. I don't understand that. It's only got 7 bedrooms, but it has 17 bathrooms. How many people are taking a poop or a pee at the same time? That's a hell of a party. That just freaks me out, bro. 17? We're not talking about porta potties on the front yard. We're talking about they built 17 bathrooms in the house for a 7-bedroom house. It also has a basketball court. A barn, by the way, for 7 horses. And it's got a garage that accommodates, guess how many cars?
17.
7.
No.
Guess how big their guest house is? 7,000 square feet. I think this thing is a 7777. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It also has a nightclub with a bar that can accommodate 150 people. Dude, that sounds like a P. Diddy party, doesn't it?
It does.
A little freak off. By the way, have you heard of the new rumors about the oil, baby oil?
Yeah.
You know that baby oil, again, is not good. It's very bad to use for that because the pH system. It's just, literally it'll wreck. Ladies, trust me, no, and no. Men, stay the way. Baby oil, leave baby oil to the babies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Actually, what the hell is baby oil for? Do you actually put it on a baby?
I'm not sure.
I had babies and stuff. I don't think I put no baby oil on them. Huh. Oh, anyway, they think it's GHB. Do you know what that is? It's like liquid ecstasy, Holmes.
Huh.
Listen, one thing we don't do on this show, we do not freebase cocaine. We do not do GHB. But we will eat mushrooms and edibles and smoke a little reefer.
You've been seeing,
and drinking some tea.
I don't know why I just thought this. You've been seeing the galaxy gas that everyone's...
Galaxy gas? Like nitrous?
Whippets. Yeah, exactly.
But you called it whippets?
Yeah, and these...
Whippets.
These kids are now on it, and it's becoming the trend of hitting the galaxy.
Dude, do me a favor, kids. Don't do that. Nitrous is ridiculous. Plus, it sucks your body from vitamin B12. Did you know that?
Does it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. You can't just be sitting around doing a bunch of nitrous, man. You get low on the
So
B.
it's this company called Galaxy Gas, and they make it for it's supposed to be for high grade whipped cream and stuff like that,
sure.
and whatever. And so they've had to stop selling the product because so many people are buying it and not, quote unquote, not using it for what it's intended for. No, it's called Galaxy Gas. When they put out their statement, I was like, it feels like you're not marketing yourself to whipped cream. It sounds like you're marketing yourself to something else.
Galaxy Gas does not sound like something that, oh, yes, hey, babe, let's, And by the way, why do you need a whipped cream cracker? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does it really do? Like, does it make the whipped cream like artsy, fartsy or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it does, but their statement was like it's only supposed to be used in restaurants and stuff like that.
I know one thing. Those damn people that like outside the concerts and stuff that sell them balloons, they make a fortune off them suckers. Don't huff the gas, people. Don't do it, please. Come back for the other side. Don't go huffing no gas, all right? Come back and join me because we got to place our bets. It is Cowboys, it's Giants. I'm going to tell you who's going to win and cover on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
The 2025 Range Rover Sport sits right at the heart of the Land Rover lineup, offering a perfect mix of style, performance, and versatility. Smaller and more agile than a full-size Range Rover, it's a great option for everyone who wants luxury and practicality. Every model comes with 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive standard. Whether you navigate city streets or tackle rough terrain, Range Rover Sport has you covered. Every drive is powerful and breathtaking. The 2025 Range Rover Sport is the epitome of sporty luxury. Test drive one at Jaguar Land Rover Bluff City.
Family Leisure is having the world's biggest spa set. It's happening right now. You can save thousands on in-stock hot tubs that are ready to be delivered. Family Leisure has spas that start at just $28.99. You know those cold plunges? You can get one for yourself starting at $39.99. Or how about swim spas? They start at $17,499. Plus, Family Leisure has set up special financing just for this event. Have you been sitting on the fence about an above-ground pool? Get off that fence and get to Family Leisure to take advantage of huge discounts on all their in-stock above-ground pools. And if you need some patio furniture, it's all priced to move out now. It's not too late to have some summer fun, courtesy of Family Leisure. But you better hurry up. The world's biggest spa set might go on forever. Family Leisure. Witten Road at I-40. Family and fun come together.
Your house, your office building? Impossible! Not call Wilson's Pro Wash. Your house, fence, driveway, warehouse, store, hotel, even cars and trucks can all be squeaky clean and beautiful after pressure washing by Wilson's Pro Wash. Wilson's specializes in cleaning all hard surfaces, concrete, stone, brick, and mortar, even wood and vinyl siding. Then Wilson's can seal their surfaces so they stay looking brand new. Call Wilson's Pro Wash, 901-524-6799, or online at wilsonsprowash.com.
Mitsubishi's final days of summer sales event is about to be gone, so you better hurry to Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Get 42 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage, $17,930 or $299 a month. 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, we Gossett at $27,245 or $349 a month. And get 420 total range MPGE and 2024 Outlander PHEV, $32,750 or $390 a month. Plus, you'll never go wrong with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get to Gossett Mitsubishi today at 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com. That's Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
14,767, MSRP 18,430, Eclipse RZO 65,450, MSRP 28,745, PHEV RZO 66681, MSRP 42,750, includes all rebates and incentives, $1,095 acquisition fee, 25 cents per mile, excess wear and tear, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit, dealer stock only.
Scott Graham here from Westwood One. NFC East action coming up on Thursday Night Football when the Giants host the Cowboys. Daniel Jones in New York will hope to build on the momentum of last Sunday's first win of the season. For Dallas, Dak Prescott and crew will try to break an early 2-game losing skid. Ian Eagle and Phil Simms will call all the action on Thursday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmitt Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing gift. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 30 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Chain Yards Real products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $400,000 avoided in Mississippi.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns solutions where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Ranger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Make sure you go get some Tito's. Make sure you go to Buster's Butcher. Make sure you party like a rock star, play ball like an all-star, and you know what else? Like a porn star. We got to gamble tonight. I can't wait. Cowboys, Giants. Line 6, man. I don't know about the game. I don't. I love the total, though. I like over 45 because I think people are going to score. I think it's going to be like me on a Friday night. Score, 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 and a little more scoring. Malik Neighbors, anytime touchdown, I like that. Devin Singletary over 59.5 yards rushing. You say, John, it sounds like you're leaning towards the Giants. Well, I just don't believe in the Cowboys defense, but I do think Dak is awesome. I'm not a hater. I am not a hater. I am a congratulator. I am here to support you on any conquest that you want to do. And if you want to sell your house fast, dog it, I got the solution. 901-406-1101. Bing, bang, boom. I just sold your house. 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill. Bing, bang, boom. He's going to come over there. He's going to buy your house. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. How you like me now? Also want to remind you, are you in town doing like some concrete work? Are you somebody who does concrete work? Do you need concrete and supplies? Tomorrow, I'm going to be at TSS Supply, 5665. That's 5665 East Range Roads. We're going to have breakfast. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have jobs. And we're going to have deals left and right. Come check me out. TSS Supply. Get out there. Make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
Hi, Jimmy Stovall here with Corky's Barbecue. A great way to beat the heat this summer is to stop in with Corky's for happy hour and let us pour you an ice-cold draft beer. Corky's has the best happy hour deals around with our selection of local craft beers on draft for only $2. And check out our appetizer specials, including dollar wings and half order of barbecue nachos. Stop in at any Memphis area location Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And if you're in East Memphis, check out our newly renovated location and enjoy our new patio. Corky's Barbecue. Hi, Jimmy Stovall here with Corky's Barbecue. A great way to beat the heat this summer is to stop in with Corky's for happy hour and let us pour you an ice-cold draft beer. Corky's has the best happy hour deals around with our selection of local craft beers on draft for only $2. And check out our appetizer specials, including dollar wings and half order of barbecue nachos. Stop in at any Memphis area location Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And if you're in East Memphis, check out our newly renovated location and enjoy our new patio.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home in Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Hungry for that delicious smash burger flavor? Dyer's Cafe is the original smash burger since 1912 and still smashing burgers in Collierville's historic town square. Come out for their lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Ask about their world-famous split dog and authentic Chicago or New York dog. Try the leaner side of Dyer's with a grilled chicken sandwich or freshly made salad. Also serving Lakes, Delta-raised catfish, Pasquale's tamales, and a customer favorite, hand-breaded onion rings. Dyer's, serving world-famous burgers, dogs, and shakes in Collierville's historic town square.
You're a contractor and you need concrete coating and supplies in Memphis fast, and you get this answer? I think we can order that stuff, but you're going to have to wait a few days for delivery. Why wait? Get your concrete coatings and supplies now at TSS Supply, where everything you need is in stock. If you're working in the tri-state Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi area, everything you need for concrete coating is at TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road, Memphis. TSS Supply specializes only in concrete coatings and supplies all in one place. If you're looking for a particular item, need large quantities, or just have general questions, call 901-729-0565, 729-0565, or you can email your question to brad@tsssupply.com. The friendly, knowledgeable folks at TSS Supply have over 150 years combined experience in concrete coatings, materials, and supplies. Come by and visit TSS Supply Friday, September 27th. Sports 56 will be broadcasting live from 7 to 10 a.m. with Greg and Eli, and then John Harden from 11 to 1. Sports 56 will have free giveaways plus breakfast and lunch during the live broadcast. TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road.
56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Dak is 12-2 against the Giants. Daniel Jones 1-7 against Dallas. Aaron Rodgers won big on Thursday night. Josh Allen won big on Thursday night. Dak's going to win. I don't know. I think it's a touchdown game. Dak's going to win tonight. You don't have time to do a lot of prep for Thursday night. Not a lot of surprises. Not a lot of zigzag. Best quarterback's going to win the game. I'm going to take Dak and the Cowboys to win by a touchdown. And, but it's interesting. They may look even really good winning. I'm going to go like 24-13, CeeDee Lamb, maybe have a couple tutties. I think Micah Parsons going to have a couple sacks. And the defense, no movement up front. That's because the Giants don't have much of a run game. But don't let it cloud the fact that the last 5 playoff teams Dallas has faced, they're 1-4. Baltimore, Buffalo, Green Bay, Detroit, Miami. They're 1-4 and a bad call against the Lions from being 0-5 and been routed in most of them. So don't let the win tonight, and they're going to win tonight. Don't let it freak you out. So I thought, I do about 4 times during the season, I do a Super Bowl bubble. And so let's just look. This is week 4, the start of week 4, and this is currently my Super Bowl bubble. For the radio audience, I have 7 teams inside the bubble, they're favorites. Kansas City, Buffalo, Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit. Yeah, I buy the Vikings, Baltimore, San Francisco. I have the Jets, the Seahawks, and the Philadelphia. I'm letting them lean on the fence at this ranch. I'm letting them lean on the fence. I may let them into the property. Dallas, I don't even have the Saints on this, and they crushed Dallas in Dallas, blew them out, right? So Dallas isn't even allowed into the county lines here. So I don't even think they're close. And I've said this before. I think it used to be in the NFL that quirky and weird, little Jerry Glanville, little over-the-top guy, Dennis Green. I think a quirky and different and unique Sam Weish, you can get to Super Bowls. You could win a division. You could win a lot of games. I think the NFL's gotten smarter, more sophisticated, more business-like, more analytics, though it's not baseball where it's made the game boring. But I think with the NFL, family-owned and operated, that used to be like prideful. Hey, we're family-owned and operated. That's for a deli. I don't think that works. I think you have to be Stan Kroenke and be the biggest residential and commercial real estate owner in America, maybe the world. That's what you need now. Family-owned and operated is like the Raiders. Like, I don't know. Does that feel robust, dynamic? I've said the NFL allowed quirky, and this happens all the time in a lot of businesses. Quirky and weird is okay. In Hollywood, that used to play. And now it's like The Avengers Part 9. It's basically the independent film. Yeah, finance it yourself with your money. And I think that's why Hollywood has slowed down. It's like big streamers and big movies, and we're not making anything else. And I think quirky and weird and highly emotional, and I think that stuff, it's cute, but it just doesn't win enough. And I think that's what the Lakers have become. And I think it's what the Cowboys have become, family-owned businesses. And this is not a family-owned business league as much. It's the biggest and the richest that are winning. And I look at today, if you look at the schedule for Dallas, let's be honest, it only gets tougher. This is the last layup. I thought Pittsburgh would be. Yeah, I was wrong about that. They're going to go 4-0. So at Pittsburgh against the league's best defense. Oh, then it's the Lions, and then it's at San Francisco, and at Atlanta, and here's Philly, and C.J. Stroud, and oh, crap, Jaden Daniels is good, and oh, Joe Burrow. And this is the last layup. Cleveland was a layup. You thought the Saints would be a layup, got blown out. Baltimore wasn't lost, and then you have the Giants, Dak's 12-2. So, and what's funny is, Dallas has always held themselves, because of their regular season wins, as sort of above the dysfunctional guys, the losers. But Dallas has not won multiple playoff games in 29 years. So this morning I went and looked at the dysfunctional teams over 29 years and the Cowboys over 29 years. Let's take the Chicago Bears, last 29 seasons. They actually have 2 conference championship appearances. The Cowboys have none. Okay, what about the Jaguars? Well, they actually have 8 playoff wins. The Cowboys have 5 in 29 years. They have 3 conference championships appearances. Oh, the Cowboys have none. Okay, but what about the Carolina Panthers? Those guys are a mess. That's a circus. They have almost double the playoff wins and 4 conference championship appearances. The Cowboys have none. All right. Okay, you win the argument, Colin. Give me the Raiders. Ooh. They have 2 conference championship appearances and almost the same number of playoff wins. Dallas, I know you look down at them. Last 29 years, you are them. That's what you are. So don't go crazy with the win tonight. I'll go 24-13 Cowboys. Micah sack. CeeDee Lamb, big night. Dak, doing Dak's thing in a standalone game against the Giants. But Micah Parsons says he's tired of getting beat badly by good teams.
I feel like as a competitor, at some point you got to be prideful enough to say, hey, I'm not going to allow this to happen to me. I just feel like some people are just allowing them to keep getting smacked in the face. When are you going to stand up?
All right. So, unfortunately, many of you are misguided and think I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I did have them leaning on the fence in the Super Bowl bubble. Not quite in the ranch, but petting the horses. Right. Put some carrots over the fence. The dogs are barking at you. Dallas, I don't even let them down the driveway. But Aaron Rodgers said something that's important. And it's really important because Aaron has experience with this, and the Jets have none. And Aaron talks about, and he's totally right, and this is his real value, by the way. This is where Aaron Rodgers is really valuable to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers was important to the Packers. But Jordan Love, Malik Willis, Brett Favre, Packers win a lot of games regardless. This is where Aaron's really important. Not about the losing. It's now that the Jets are winning how to handle it.
I go back to this quote a lot, but Mike McCarthy said our biggest struggle is going to be handling success back in 2006 in Green Bay. And there's a lot to that. I think, when it's easier when you kind of get kicked in the teeth to kind of come together. It's us against the world. It's us against the big bad media who's saying how bad we are. We can kind of come together. But can you still come together and have the same approach when everybody's kind of starting to sing your praises a little bit? I think that's the mark of a great team, is can you handle the success part with the same focus, the same mentality, the same mindset, the same energy when you're starting to get on a little bit of a roll.
Aaron's right, and this is his real value, because Aaron is a winner, and the Jets aren't. And Jet fans and Jets media, but mostly their fans, they're crazy town. I mean, the Cowboys win 12 games every regular season, right? 3 straight years, 12, 12, 12. Real success until like January, but real success. And when Dallas Cowboy fans were polled in The Athletic recently, 60% said we have no chance to win a Super Bowl. The New York Jets beat a rookie head coach, Jacoby Brissett, at home this past Thursday. And the mayor of New York, if he wasn't being indicted, would have thrown a ticker tape parade. They're nuts. They're crazy. Before the season, I said the Jets are a 9-10 win team. Buffalo wins the division. They'll battle Miami till the very end for a playoff spot. I feel the exact same. The exact same today. But if you go back to that Patriots game, and Aaron talks about restraining yourself, containing yourself, right, when you're winning. Robert Saleh, the head coach, was so enthusiastic in the second quarter just with a lead over the Patriots. Aaron Rodgers, you remember the video? Had to go, bro, chill out. It's the Patriots. It's the second quarter. It's just, we're in the middle of the game. We're not to halftime yet. So, and maybe it's because the Jets share a city with the Giants, who have 4 trophies. Or their primary rival is the Patriots, and they have 6 trophies. So maybe that Thursday night win, a winning record's a big deal. I mean, if you'd never had any money and you want a scratch-off ticket for $1,500, it would be a big deal. If you're 44 years old, a guy you've never really had a serious girlfriend, and you have a great date, it is a big deal. The Giants' success, the Patriots' success. But when I look at Aaron, this is Aaron's real value. I mean, I looked this up this morning. I still can't believe the Jets haven't won the division in 22 years. This is the NFL. The Lions got to a conference championship last year. The Jaguars have been to 3 of those things, right, in 29 years. Jets haven't won a division in 22 years. So when Aaron says, chill, relax, it was a little condescending in Green Bay because they had more continuity and a better coach and more franchise momentum. But when Aaron says RELAX in New York, he's absolutely, inarguably correct. This head coach was freaking out with a lead on Thursday over Jacoby Brissett, a team in New England that we had said before the season started will have the number 1 pick next year. He's right on that, and that's his real value. All right, so yesterday on the show, we were talking about something, and J-Mac brought this up. One of his very decisive, his wisdom. We were talking about quarterback plays and how if it all matters in life for quarterbacks, I don't care about your talent, your resume. What I care about, 1:45 left, fourth quarter, you trail on the road, 1 timeout. Who would you take, 1 through 10? So I'm going to do that next. And by the way, many of them are the best quarterbacks in the league. But that's the difference. I don't care about your resume. I don't care about all that stuff. 1:45, 1 timeout, trail by 4, on the road, got to get it into the end zone, not interested in field goals. Okay, so I'll do that next. TD Tutty in for 6. Touchdowns matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Don't care how you score them. DraftKings just likes them, and they're delivering. Want to place your first bet? Bet on something simple. A player to score a touchdown. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app. Takes 90 seconds to download it and make your pick. Here's what's cool. New DraftKings customers, all you got to do is bet $5, a 5 spot. That's it. To get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings, the number 1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the app. The code is HERD. Got to put the code in to get the deal. HERD. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see DKNG.com. cpg.co/ftball.
But before I bought one, I still went to Top Gun Academy to learn to protect myself without a gun.
How is that possible?
Top Gun's personal protection training. It's perfect if you want to protect yourself without firearms.
I don't know.
And it's perfect if you feel the need to carry a gun for self-defense, because the last thing you really want to do is shoot.
That is scary.
Not at Top Gun. It's very comfortable, and you learn to load, handle, and shoot a handgun safely. Protect yourself. Go to Top Gun Academy. They're at 2770 Witten Road.
Just a quick reminder, it's football season, and if you are not spending a little time each weekend watching college or pro ball at Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar, people might be talking about you behind your back. See, everyone else has figured out that Bell Tavern, with its ice-cold beer, signature cocktails, cozy atmosphere, and incredible staff, is the perfect place to while away a bowl Saturday or Sunday, cheering on your team in a place where people act like adults, whether their team is winning or losing. Bell Tavern is not a sports bar, except when it is.
Jenkins Floors and More invite you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
A lot of ladies here in Memphis are wearing beautiful diamond rings. Have you noticed? And a lot of gentlemen are wearing nice Rolex watches now. It's all thanks to Genesis Diamonds. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine at Genesis Diamonds has made fine jewelry more affordable than ever. This is Tennessee's direct diamond import. No middleman pricing on the finest GIA certified diamonds. All shapes, all sizes, all in prices you never thought possible. And Genesis is the only jeweler that carries the top bridal designers in America. So you can find the perfect setting to showcase that diamond and have a truly one-of-a-kind ring. And something that I love, their incredible collection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. These are all in pristine condition and priced right. Thanks to Genesis, you can get that Rolex you've dreamed about. All this with no commission salespeople, no pricing games, no pressure, no nonsense. Genesis Diamonds, the official jeweler of the Tennessee Titans, and Rob Perkins Extended, or online at GenesisDiamonds.com.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
For over 25 years, Sports 56 has been covering the Memphis sports scene with great sports talk throughout the day. In the midday, it's time for Happy Hour, as in Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. John Harden will keep you on your toes and make you think with his unique perspective on the world of sports. Combine lunch and happy hour for a good time every weekday. Pull up a seat and join Johnny Radio for Happy Hour from 11 to 1 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
To Boston using JLab. They have the best audio products in the game, and they're ready to take care of you this football season. Find the blue box at Walmart, Target, and more, or visit JLab.com. So JMac created this yesterday. By the way, you're entering the No Bull Zone, sponsored by Credible Great Rates None of the Bull. JMac started this yesterday when we were talking about quarterbacks, and I said, a minute 45 left. You trail, you're on the road. Field goal doesn't win it. One timeout. Who would you take, Gardner Minshew or Deshaun Watson? And I would say I would take Gardner Minshew today. Would you take Baker Mayfield or Trevor Lawrence? I would take Baker Mayfield today. I don't care about your contract, your resume, your draft status. I don't care. Right now, I'd take Sam Darnold, from what I've seen the first 3 weeks, over a lot of quarterbacks who are viewed as better quarterbacks. And it's almost how you judge friends. A friend will help you move. A great friend will help you move a body. I lived in Vegas. I'm not going to get into it. So there's a difference. And I judge it based on crisis. The all-time greats, Joe Montana, Brady, Elway, all did one thing in common. Some big, some small, some big arms, some mobile, not mobile. One thing in common. Brady, Mahomes, Elway, great in crisis. A lot of guys are talented. They're not great in crisis. And so my top 10 quarterbacks, based on this premise, because that's what I'm paying for. I'm not paying for your resume. Jalen Hurts got a great resume. He turns the ball over too much. Can I trust him? And now he lost a great center. And now he doesn't have A.J. Brown. Would I trust him today on a drive? Not really. With Nick Sirianni? Okay, so here we go. The king on this, he's the Elway. He is the Brady of his generation. It's Mahomes. Let's not argue it. That 44-yard game-tying drive with 13 seconds left is the greatest last-second limited-time scarcity drive in the history of football. And it really is defining. I mean, he's really